Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I recently just changed my job. After a month job hunting, compared with my previous experience, I feel like I'm in the place, you know what, I'm in the place ready to tell you guys what I did in the past may be wrong as a bad example, or what I did in the past may be super helpful for you guys. Okay, before I started, let me introduce my background to you guys. So I came to the States in 2014 for a master program in major marketing, and 2 years later I feel like my strength is not good enough for it, or actually I'm just not ready for work. So I joined another program in BI, Business Intelligence and Analytics. I was hoping these two majors can combine together will make my strength or make my resume stand up from the others. It still took me super long time, and I went through a lot of trouble to find a job that I am satisfied with. I hope this video could help those international students who just like me looking for the job in the States but not have a strong background like other people, not a straight A student, not came from a well-known school. So first things first, do your resume. I guess I was in the wrong place, or I was misunderstood the resume. What you've been through, what you did in the past should be on it. I mean, you guys should be very familiar with the resumes. It's separated into several parts, the education part, experience, and probably just jump into the skills part. That's my resume. So of course you couldn't lie about your education part, which is, I do not recommend you guys do that because you may get caught. But for the experience part is the part that you can really try something differently. And what I did in the past, which is super bad example, when you watch this video, promise me, do not do that. So what I did in the past is that I literally wrote down exactly what I did. I probably answered a phone call, or I did some Excel sheet for those company. I literally wrote this down in a super simple language or a super simple sentence in the resume. Well, no surprise, I didn't hear anything back. Whatever you experienced, whatever you saw other people did, whatever you understand how to do it, they all should belong in the resume. So my suggestion, okay, it's not a suggestion, it's just a bad example experience. Do not be too honest or too blind about your resume part. Go online, Google what are they looking for in this industry, copy the job description and paste into your resume. Whatever you know, keep in there. It's not just for those functions or those job responsibility part, it's also for your sentence. I was just blind. I literally wrote a simple sentence. I won't be surprised that I didn't get any callback like nowadays when I look back. But back in the time, I didn't realize how simple or how important it is. Come on guys, I mean, I'm an international student. As long as I finish the sentence, you guys should be appreciate that. That was my attitude. So of course those companies don't appreciate that. But anyway, so I made some change, not just my experience, I also make change about those fancy sentences. After finish decorating your resume, my recommendation is giving to some native English speaker to check it out, just see if you have any grammar mistake. Any of the sentence could be wrote differently. If you don't have any close friends who can do that for you, just go knock the door for those teachers in the career centers. They will definitely help you out. After building the resume, here we are doing some serious job hunting. What I didn't do in the past, which I highly recommend you guys do that, is do some job research. So when I mean about job researching is that searching about the industry, also searching about the responsibility, see if that's a thing you want to do in the future. The third thing is the salary, which includes the entry-level salary and the average salary in the nationwide and also in the states you are living in. With all those information in your mind, you'll be able to know, okay, if this is the job you want to do when you see a job posting, and also you will be able to know if they are overpaid or underpaid. When it's underpaid, what was the reason? Is it because the job is an entry level and they do not expect you to do much, which will lead to a question that is it gonna help your career in the States or even back in China, or even back to the country that you came from. So if it's overpaid, maybe there are many people in that position before failed, and the company is willing to find somebody better than them, which will create a more competition. With all those salary number in your mind, you'll be able to know if you are undervalue yourself or over. So this is the industry research. When you see a job posting online and you can imagine yourself, okay, working in there, I every day. Do some research about the company. I did not do that in the past when I just graduated from the school, which I super regret for that. So last year I was working in a company that people are nice and their job is okay for me, but it's just like there's a negative energy around the workplace that I can feel myself sinking in there. I can't get out. Okay, so one of my co-workers just recommended me to just go online and do, search this company and see all those employer reviews. And I was like wow, bombed. Like, my god, if I saw those reviews, I wouldn't even bother to accept the offer. I probably wouldn't even go to the interview. You may just never ever get along with those people or those environments. By doing that, you guys can go to Google, just Google the company, or using LinkedIn or Indeed, there's an employer review, or where's my favorite place, Glassdoor.com. And also be more critical, because I heard a lot from my friends or my co-workers. Even Nick told me that, people who just have those baggage, or who just have a very horrible experience, working experience in that company, would bother to go online and vent or just write those reviews. So with that being said, that maybe 9 out of 10 are negative. But for my understanding is that if it's only one people talking shit about this place, maybe it's not that miserable. But if there's so many people in different time period talking about same shit over and over again, maybe there's something that you should consider about. Okay, so after the research, it's a time for you to really apply the job. Applying a job is not such a hard thing to do. You can probably just click the applying button. There will be some questions will bump out why you think you are qualified for this job and what you think you can do differently. After answering those questions, or some of them don't even have questions, you start hearing back from them, either like saying, using those nice words to reject you, or they would love to setting up an interview. Interview will bring you to two parts. One is the the phone interview, which they on the phone going through your resumes to make sure that you are not a scam. You are a real person. They are interested in your experience. They will call you into the office, in-person interview. I am not HR, so I don't think I'm in any place to put down any suggestion about the interview. I'm just sharing my experience. Interview is that place that you will meet your future co-workers. I always consider that interview is just the same as dating. It's the same concept, you guys talking about the same thing, introducing yourself, listen to their stories, make a decision, see if you guys can get along. What I believe is that no matter how many times you practice yourself in front of the mirror, introducing yourself, answer all those questions, you will never ever get the same result when you talk the same thing to the interviewer. You will know what is the right way to introduce yourself, you will know what kind of questions may come out from their mouth, just to prepare yourself or correct yourself so you can bring yourself to a better place for your dream job interview. So the last thing I want to mention is that stay out of your comfort zone. I'm living my life as a bad example to warn people that, or to alert people that do not do the same as what I did when I just graduated from school. I was so reserved. I was only searching all those jobs based on what I learned in the past, like the marketing, research, things like that. I didn't have any really good result coming out of that. I started changing my searching keyword to Chinese, Mandarin, Cantonese, which is my mother language. And then I started getting interview, I started getting callback, and all of a sudden I started settle down. I guess I got enough from job hunting, and I just started doing those a little bit meaningless job for me. And for some reason I just stay in there for almost a year. Anyway, what happened, and I'm happy for what I'm doing right now. I hope this video could be helpful for all those non-straight A international students who just like me, or it could be entertaining for those straight A students. All those tips are coming from my life. I've been through a lot of them. It's not professional experience, but you can argue with life experience, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. I see you guys next time. Bye!